so when you give me your responses today, give me, just turn up your volume just a little bit, okay? Turn up your drama a lot. No problem? Is that what you're trying to tell me? No problem there, I got drama covered. Good, that gets you more points, okay? All right, good, today's the day to use it, okay? Nobody will scold you at all, I promise. More points for you. All right, you are going to have 2 minutes to think and write. Everybody have paper? Everybody have pencil? 2 minutes to think and write your responses. Let me just say this before you get started. This is not a test. Your teacher's not going to collect this paper and grade it. All right? Capitals and periods don't matter. Complete sentences don't matter. Give me, when you make your list, just put an idea because your brain knows how to put it in a complete sentence. Right? And it'll save you a lot of time and you will get more responses written on your paper. Okay? So you're just going to put the main idea and then you let your brain do all the work. Because this is not a writing test. This is a speaking test. Are you ready? You have 2 minutes to think and write your responses and 5 minutes to respond. You may ask the judge questions, however, this time will continue. You are allowed to talk to each other during this think time. Got me?
Yes, ma'am.
During think time, you are allowed to brainstorm ideas and write them down. You are allowed to refer to the list of responses that you have created when you're giving your responses. You are not allowed to share lists. Yes?
Are we allowed to make more while we're reading?
Good question, yes. Please do. Do you understand what he means?
Yes, ma'am.
If you think of something later, like let's say he says something and that triggers your brain, write it down. Okay? Each of you has 5 cards marked with different scoring values. Have y'all ever used the cards? Okay, good. I get to teach this to you. Okay, ready? Look at your cards. Spread them out. Okay. Now, pay attention while I read you this part of the directions because this is going to be the newest part for you. Each of you has 5 cards marked with different scoring values that you will use during your response. So like this card right here has a 3 and a 6. You will take your turns and you have to go in order. Before you give your response, you're going to place your card right here on the table. You don't have to put it in the bucket. Nobody can reach the bucket, so we just kind of toss them out in the middle. Once you give a response, you pick out a card based on how creative you think your answer is. Now, so you're going to pick out your 5 best responses. If you believe your response is very creative, you should choose a card with the highest points. Which one would you pick? Which one's the highest? The 5-10 card. You think this is your very best response. You're going to use your 5-10 card. You throw it out there. You say da 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 da. I decide if it's creative or common. If it's common, you get 5 points. If it's creative, you get 10. Make sense?
So like this is the low number and this is the high number?
Right. Does that make sense? Okay. If you think your response is less creative, you should choose a card with a lower value. If this is your worst answer, it's still worth points. You're just going to go with your lowest card. Yes?
If you think it's creative, but it's really not, and you choose it as common, do you still get the high common points?
You get because you get to play this card one time.
Okay.
All right? For example, if you use this card, that's the 4 and the 8, they're at, and you get a common response, you get 4 points. If it's if I judge it to be creative, you get the 8. Each card can only be used once. So how many times can you respond?
5.
5 times, thank you. Speak loudly and clearly. Once your time begins, it will not be stopped. You should not repeat a response that has already been given. Not even close, okay? Try really hard. And you are not allowed to skip your turn. If one member of the team is stuck, the team is stuck. You will be finished when time runs out or you have no cards. Your problem is a friend is coming over, but you don't want to see this person. Your problem is to make up excuses for why they shouldn't come over. For example, you might say, I'm sick, or I'm taking my dog out to dinner. Your think time begins now.
Okay, no one take mine. This, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, you can get really tired.